All right. Hello, everybody. This video is for the group that is focusing on the text. So adding text, editing text, adjusting text, all of those wonderful things. What this video is supposed to be is a type of guide of hints of places that you can start looking when you are exploring this, you're experimenting on your own. These are the things that I do, how I do them. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I'm just going to kind of give you a starting point. You don't have to stick to this though. You can explore other things. You can look in different directions. This is just what I do. This is where I would start. Beautiful. So the first place is something called the options bar. The options bar is this top bar right here with all of these options, appropriately named, right? So that is the first place I would look when you are adjusting things. Next, if you go to this little button right at the end of the options bar, if you click that, that's going to open up two more panels. We have right here the character panel, and right below we have the paragraph panel. This has a whole large set of options that you can explore and you can look into. They're not all unique. Some of them are the same as what you would find in the options bar, but some are different. The third place we are going to look is this floating bar that comes up and changes when you are on the type tool. So if you would be on a different tool, like we make a selection, bam, that bar, all of the options change, right? But if we are on the type tool, they're going to give us type specific options. I would also look there. This bar is contextual, meaning it's going to change depending on what tool you're using, but you can definitely look there. Again, not everything is unique, but some things are. Lastly, I would look in the properties panel. The properties panel is probably going to be on your right side. Panels can move around and they can change locations if you move them around. So I could, drag this around, move it over here, move it down here, whatever. I could do that with the character panel too. And we can put it right back to where we found it. If one of these panels is missing, let's say we click the little X button at the corner of a panel, all of your panels are going to be living in the same place. So you would go to the window tab at the top, and this is your long list of panels. The ones that are checked, like you can see color is checked here, those are the ones that are open. Color is open right here, so we could go back down to properties, bam, there it is. So if you're missing it, go to window at the top, find properties, open her up. Now, properties also has a lot of these same options that you would find in the options bar and this little contextual options bar that floats around and you can move around. Same things that you would find in the character or paragraph thing. They're just kind of presented and organized differently, right? So, and there are lots of unique things that you could find in the properties bar. Things like bullet points, right? Bullet points, little numbering points. Many different options that you can explore and look into. I've said this before multiple times in this video, but you can do the same thing in multiple ways. Take example, changing the font of a word. So if I have this word that is typed out here, let's just type out the word, W-O-R-D. If I am changing the font, I can do that, bam, up here at the top in the options bar. I could do that right here in this little floating bar. I could do that in this character panel, and I could do that in the properties panel. Four different ways to do the same task. None of them is better than the other, right? Totally okay. I want you guys to explore the ones that you want to explore, find the ways that you find to be the easiest or the best way to do it for you. One way isn't always better than the other ways. Just find a way to do something, right? Explore the different options, see what you have available to you, record those findings, and then you're going to present them to the rest of the group. Again, there are many different ways to do the exact same task. You might find a way that I never knew about. you might find a way that is different than a different group member of yours. So see what you find out. Make sure you write it down. You guys are going to do so great. All right.